Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Feels good to finally sleep in after quite a few early morning days back to back, but it's nice to be here in the morning also, not have to wait till later this evening. Let's head in, check out last night's sleep research, see how things have gone. Felt like a really good night of sleep for me. It's very much needed. Full 100 sleep score, great to see, with 35 more minutes, got to sleep in a little bit. A little bit of dozing sleep, but looks like snoozing is the most. Yeah, a little bit more snoozing. We're in event balance sleep, so it doesn't particularly matter this week, which is wonderful. But just good to know from the stats side. 49 million drowsy power. We're up to 6 spawns now. Let's see who's at camp today. Well, we know at least one. So, we got Haunter up top, Drifloon down below. We got Mimikyu, haven't seen a Mimikyu in a minute. Crocolore, and there's Toxel. We got the stretch and sleep again. I'm wondering if we might have just gotten the 1-star. We've also got Trico. There we go. Alright, we got 2 Toxels to look at today. Okay. It's the 3-star unexpected 3-star temper tantrum sleep. This is when the alarm wakes you up and you just don't want to get up. Cute. Alright, let's see who's hungry. No one. Okay. Well, let's see what we get from the gift. Helper whistles are useful. I'm happy to stock those up. When you need to use those in this break in case of emergency, it's good to have them. For me today, I'm just going to focus on the Toxel. No big hit there. So, back into the sleep points bin I go for 3 more biscuits. Because I did not get my rank up as I thought yesterday. I will probably for breakfast. So that takes care of 1. And then, let's see. No big hit there either. Not surprised. But this could be it. It could be 2 biscuits and done. I might be doing a sad right now. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Sometimes you just need to keep those thoughts in there. They don't happen. Well, that's where I'm going to hold off for today. I would like another Trico to continue trying to find another one, but I went a little so hard on 2nd anniversary that I've got plenty of Trico. I just don't have the biscuits. Absolutely going to share out the 3-star. That is something to celebrate. And hopefully by the end of the week, get to see that rank up. That's what I'm looking forward to. We have a hardy nature Toxel. And this one's got milk and apples. Not a bad spread. I guess there's solo milk. It really doesn't. It's a skill specialist. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Inventory up. Berry finding. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Inventory up is good. Inventory up, ingredient finding, and skill trigger all the way at 100. And hardy is a known effect nature. It's got nothing to trigger skill until all the way at 100. I think it's just worthwhile just waiting and holding off. I will see more through this week. But I will... Yeah. I don't want to even look at it when it's literally its base level skill activation. There is nothing helping that out. I gotta look for something. It would be amazing if there were skill specialists where I didn't have to rely on having skill trigger, but that would then be super broken. With sneaky snacking, I finally get that rank up to Ultra 1. And a nice 25,000 because we were nice and full going into dinner yesterday, so we got a lot of holdover. We got a recovery incense back that we use. We still got more to use this week. So we got some options for our incense. And we have... Oh, well, we finished off that mission. I want those biscuits. I'm gonna have to go to the sleep point well for a little bit now. Our next rank reward is for Master 1. Yeah, everything else is going along swimmingly. Alright, do we have news? We do have news. A new event. A new event? Triple Type Week. This week-long event will feature greater appearance rates for electric, fire, and water-type Pokémon. We encourage you to befriend lots of Pokémon to prepare for the Raikou, Entei, and Suicune research events. More about this event coming in a later update. During this event, one Pokémon will be hungry for sure, and the mini candy boost will be back for that limited time. We've really been pushing that a lot. We've really been like sapping the dream shard slowly away. This is going to run from the 25th to September 1st, available in all areas, so it will not matter where you go as far as impact on availability to participate. On all days, one Pokemon will be hungry per day, and certain Pokemon will be more likely to appear. Mini Candy Boost will be in effect, and a few Pokemon of different sleep styles will be there, so we'll have event balance sleep again. So again, another opportunity for any of those spots that you may need to pick up some of those, either slumbering or dozing type, depending on like what your sleep style happens to be. So for the greater appearance rates, we have Pikachu, Raichu, Jolteon, Pichu, Mareep, Flaffy, Ampharos, Plusle, Minun, Shinx, Luxio, Luxray, Dedenne, Pawmi, Palmo, and Palma. 4 fire types: Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Vulpix, Ninetales, Growlithe, Arcanine, Flareon, Cyndaquil, Lava, Typhlosion, Torchic, Fuecoco, and Crocolore. And for the water types: Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Psyduck, Golduck, Slowpoke, Slowbro, Vaporeon, Totodile, Croconaw, Feraligatr, Wooper, Quagsire, Slowking, Mudkip, Quaxly, and Quaxwell. Some nice big lists. I can't actually even fit it all on screen. Greengrass, you've got a nice big chunk. Cyan, you've got a lot of the water types. Taupe, you've got a lot of fire types, Snowdrop, some of the water, some of the electric, Lapis, mostly the water and some electric. Oh yes, and now we have Greengrass Expert in that list too. Old Gold Power Plant. Good callouts for Plusle and Minun. And for me personally, the Quaxley, Shinx. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad either. And Greengrass has got a nice big chunk there too. Got some more of the evolved type Pokemon, so good for a lot of like XP and I guess Dream Shards. So probably for me, since I'm not ready to dip my toe into expert mode just yet, is to work on Old Gold Power Plant again. But looks like I'll have at least a week off in between so I can go somewhere else. So you can think about that. We got some time. But thankfully, it's not like a big to-do of a Pokemon's introduction like it is for Super Skill Week, like we're going through right now. We're like, cool, you gotta go where the Pokemon spawns. This is more of go where you want the spawns to be. So I like that. Those are nice. They're events, but they're not heavy events. They're kind of casual events. No medals, no other gifts. Let's check in with the community. It's only been a couple of hours, so yeah, I don't expect it. A whole big heaping amount, but a good 38, so thank you everyone. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so a little less than half we're seeing Toxel, so seems like the spawn rate's been going pretty good. I mean, to see 3 so far, I'm pretty happy with that. Though now my incense is gone, so I have no further safety net. It's now all reliant on the spawns. Alright. Well, let's make some breakfast. We'll get the mini candy boost in. And the first Pokemon I want to check is the newest edition. For those that missed yesterday, I evolved one of my high skill trigger rate Eevees. A single trigger, okay, but I also forgot, and got it right before bed yesterday, you just saw, I forgot that skill levels are also boosted. So even though this Glaceon doesn't have max rank for its pot editions, it does get to there with the bonus bump. No skill triggers for me today. That's a shame. Alright. We'll collect the rest after I cook. So now I have an extra 62 pot space from 2 skill triggers, which makes me very happy. Because it means I can make Hidden Power perk up Stew and not have to, wait until Sunday to do so. And also help me to get a little bit of room made out of my excess ingredients. I'm going to mostly focus on the things that I know that I'm at least collecting. But yeah, looks like things are nice and good there. Yeah, that's good. So I get a nice high power dish. I've got 1 in 3 odds of getting an extra tasty out of it, so not too shabby. Ask and you shall receive sometimes. A nice 200,000 dish strength. And get that into level 60, which is very nice. We'll get a nice little pop on the power. Ultra 3. I like that. So that did help to take a nice dent out of my ingredient spread. Puts me just below 600. Very good. And just like that, most of it has made its way back. So I have now a little bit of an interesting conundrum. Just a more fun place to be, I guess you can also put it. For this week, I can pop Glaceon on at points to get those bumped up ingredients. So if I wanted to, I mean, realistically speaking, I can make between the Hidden Power Perk Up Stew and the Inferno Corn Keema Curry. I can make both of them. It's not really that big of a deal. The Hidden Power Perk Up Stew is certainly the one I think I would focus more on, of just its base power being stronger. It's just the soybeans and mushrooms I don't accrue quite at the same rate. So I've got the coffee, and that's not a problem. If I wanted through the rest of today, I could swap in. Do I have enough? Oh, yeah. Definitely have enough to get through Dizzy's Punch Spice Curry through the rest of today. So I could put 3 other ingredient Pokemon on to try to just catch up with that. I can always flip Glaceon on at the end of the night and then come back in the morning, and if it pops, great. If not, I can move on to something else. So that seems like a fun use of the skill triggering week, just to try to get kind of like pseudo Sundays, at least in the morning. So that's gonna be mostly potatoes. So Victory Bell will definitely get the tomatoes. There's our Quagsire for mushrooms. And that's already kind of where it needs to be. I do want to take advantage of the fact that it does have EXP gains up, but I think once I get it to 60, that's when I can use a neutralizing mint and get that speed of help off, because I think that will be a good way to get some more mushrooms for not as much investment. And then for soybeans, let's see. This is always... I have a Geodude that I would like to work on to getting that. This is just one that is going to take a little bit and is not in reach currently. So I think it's you. That's the one that I would normally rely on. That doesn't have any. And that's our Leek Quaxwell, which has also still got a way to call. Whoa. Yeah. This is also something I need to make some plans and go through and just spend time doing individual ratings for these and catch back up. That one actually isn't too bad of a spread for what I'm trying to make. Just doesn't get as much because it doesn't have the top level soybeans. Yeah, and it's got 2 ingredient finding. Not a fan of the skill level up, but skill trigger, that really just kind of doesn't make too much of a difference. But that would also be a good candidate to get leveled. At least to get me something with a little more soybean production. That's another one. Okay. Well, I think for now, at least just because that's there, and I'm not going to be keeping them on overnight, because I don't want it getting any more XP. I don't want it unlocking potatoes. I can leave that as is and let them go from there. Now, as far as mini candy boost, from the I can continue getting Glaceon leveled. That would be a good boost. I'm also trying to work through getting some of these Pokemon to 60. I think I had originally focused on like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get soybeans under production. I'm gonna get Geodude squared away. I'm gonna pick one and I'm gonna focus on that. What do you get at 50? You get helping speed. That is good. This Shinx is tomatoes, which is good. I mean, I've got Victory Bell, at least for right now. I'm not worried about that so much. Happening, I just want to get some more eggs. Mawwile's a good alternative oil producer. I could also work on just getting apples. Apples has been a struggle for wanting to make some of those other dishes. And it does get inventory up at 50. You know what? That sounds like a good idea. Because then at least at 50, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more of a push getting it all the way to 60. But at least from there, it'll have a good enough inventory space that the apples that it is pulling in should be enough, especially with the evolution. Okay. Well, that feels better. Yes, I'm going to leave the team as is. Alright. Well, that feels good. That takes care of what I have for today. Nope, no extra skill triggers. Okay. Oh, I need to get incense on the stump. I almost forgot. So I'm going to use recovery incense, and then I can use Pokemon incense. I'm going to hold on to the Trico because I only got the one of it. I don't need any air on. Also in Minun, I'll wait until I have a little bit of a bigger biscuit inventory before I try on those because of the higher amount of resources I need to commit to it. Shinx is a good candidate. Grubbin's a good candidate. And I still got to use a good chunk through the rest of this week. So I'm going to use Shinx. We'll get a Shinx in tomorrow's research. So even if Toxel doesn't show up, I have something to look forward to. And if one does, I've got some extra biscuits this time, so I have a little bit of room to work with. But that is going to do it for me for today. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope your skill week's going well. Let me know how your Toxel adventure is going down in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with some more sleep research. Until then, sleep well.